Cars TV.
Cajun Classic Cars TV with a special here, and I am sort of live. Hey, Crystal, I'm sort of live. If you look, that is the auction block for Vicari Auctions spring auction at the time of this taping. And Crystal, with Legacy Classic Insurance, you and I seem to be the busiest people in show business, trying to catch up and talk about your brand new sponsorship with Cajun Classic Cars TV. We met just a little bit before World of Wheels in Shreveport, and had a great time there. And I'm glad you're with me today online. How you doing?
Doing great, Brian. Flying, Brian. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, so I appreciate you being a sponsor, and kind of generally we do these Zoom interviews, or sometimes in person, and we're going to do that later. But I wanted to get you on sooner than later so we can talk a little bit. First of all, for me to thank you for becoming a sponsor and trusting Cajun Classic Cars TV content, and then secondly, talk about your contribution to the car world, because you're a car person, and I've seen your post all over, especially in the Texas area. So again, welcome, and tell us a little bit about you.
Thanks, Brian. So I started Legacy Classic Insurance because I love cars, I love people, and I honestly hate insurance companies. I worked for a large company for a lot of years. Jake from the farm is as close as I can say it. And after seeing so many people not get the coverage that they need, and claims being dismissed, and then lawsuits that follow, I decided to leave the insurance world. And one of my larger clients begged me to come back and asked me to go off on my own, and because I've had my own businesses in the past. And so here we are. I love cars. I love people. I love car shows. I can even write a 2026 Hellcat as long as it's not your daily driver. First off, Brian, I want to thank you, Barney Huggins there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He gave me a call. He heard about me through you and through Cruising Cajun Radio, and was really excited. And so he let me write his collection. I did start in Texas. It's where I live in Tyler, Texas, originally from Houston. But South Louisiana has always been like a home away from home for me. So I will be branching more into Louisiana as this year and next year proceeds. So eventually we'll probably be living down there, honestly. So I need to get back to my Cajun roots.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, you let the good times roll, right? Les a bon temps roulé. His Mr. B, Barney Huggins, has been a fan, of the channel since the day we started. And he's one of those great blessings. I know he just bought 2 other cars he's shipping from Seattle, which we're going to feature on the channel. He's one of these guys that knows everybody, and there's nobody in the world that doesn't love Mr. B, and he's great to the car community. So I had to give that aside there and say that. But I listen, I understand the hassles people go through to try to get cars covered. I mean, first of all, using a regular insurance is just a pain. They don't understand it. You would think in 2026 they would understand it, but they don't.
The biggest problem with that, Brian, is that if you put an antique classic or a show car of any kind on a regular policy, they're going to go by Kelley Blue Book, which means you're not going to get the value of the car. The only way to truly protect your show car is to have it on a show car policy. And so, like I said, whether it's a 1929 Model A or a 2026 Hellcat, either one, it needs to be on a show car policy with the correct agreed value. Also, a lot of people have a misguided idea that they don't need to have as high as liabilities. And so I have a minimum. I will not write state minimums. The lowest I will write is $100,000 per person, $300,000 max. What that means is that your insurance company stops paying medical bills at $300,000. Now, I'm happy to go higher, but I will not go lower than that, because I've seen firsthand what happens to people that carry state minimums. They're the ones that end up in court and being sued for everything. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have any money. If you have more than one of anything, they will come after you. If you have more than one car, they will come over after you and put a lien on you. Even if you have an RV or a camper, they're going to put a lien on you. And so a lot of people don't understand that. And that's what I do. I spend my time educating people on their coverage. I also do appraisals. So if somebody comes to me and they're like, well, I'm not really sure what the value is, I have 25,000 on it. And then when you're looking at it and I'm looking at everything and all the mods, the pictures, I'm like, you have an $80,000 pickup here. This is not a $20,000 truck. This is an $80,000 truck. Now, I do the appraisal, I show them what I have, and I let them decide. A lot of people underinsure because they're scared it's going to be really expensive. And it would be on a regular insurance policy, but not with a show car policy. I work with Haggerty, Grundy, American Collectors, J.C. Taylor, and Open Road. Open Road, I brought a lot of business through. They are the 5 gentlemen that started Haggerty back in 1996. And about 4 or 5 years ago, they didn't like where Haggerty as a corporation was going. They lost control of their boardroom. And so they decided to leave Haggerty and they started Open Road. All the companies I work with are good. They have excellent reputation. They take care of their claims, their customer service. I wouldn't be partnered with them if there was any other situation with that. But yeah, I'm just hoping to educate as many people as I can. Now, I had a situation recently where the person, he liked the company he was going through, and he was good with the price, so he went ahead and just signed a paper so I could still be his agent and he could stay with Haggerty. And so that way, even if you're with one of the companies I already work with, I can still help you. And that way you have a contact person after hours, holidays, weekends, the days that the corporations don't work.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so glad that we have met, and I want to encourage people to, even if they are currently insured, to check with you to see whether or not you could save the money because you've got a lot of connections, and then also encourage people to check you out on Facebook because you're always at an event, you're always at a car show. We've become great partners, not only because I'm so proud of you being on the channel and that we have met, but I cover so much Louisiana. You kind of take the Texas. So between Louisiana and Texas, if folks want to find out car shows that are going on, they need to follow you because we got folks covered. If they want to get in touch with you, Crystal, about insurance, car shows, appraisals, what do they need to do?
Well, you can call or text 903-638-3838. Again, that's 903-638-3838. Or you can find me on Facebook. My personal page is Crystal Griffith, but I encourage everyone to go to my business page because that's where I post all the shows, which is Legacy Classic Insurance. Or you can also go to my webpage. It's it's completely built just for cruise-ins and monthly shows and annual shows. And that's at www.legacyclassicinsurance.com.
All right, Crystal, they're cranking up more cars here at the Biloxi Gulf Coast Coliseum. The popcorn machine is behind me here, and they're cranking it up. So we're gonna take off. But look, I encourage people to check you out at least to see whether or not you can get them a better deal. Crystal, thanks for being a sponsor. Legacy Classic Insurance and Cajun Classic Cars TV.
Thank you, Flying Brian. It was great. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.